hey, you know, at least you can always go back home. We can't. That's one of the most common feedback, comments I'm getting from natives under my videos. I think the most common are the words of support. So I'm really thankful for those. But that is one of the most common, right? And I understand it. I know where it is coming from. And I think, if I was born here, maybe I would think the same way. But because I'm an immigrant, I've been through the immigrant journey, as I call it. I understand the immigration more from the point of an immigrant. I'm not talking about political point of view right now. It's not a political video. But I feel like because it's important, it's a popular comment. I feel it's important to explain it a little bit. And I actually mentioned at the beginning of this week, I'm going to record this video, and then I forgot. I record other videos, and busy week. And if you see me cutting this video short, I try to keep it short anyway. I'm very busy today. It's because I have a baby monitor in front of me. So if the baby wakes up, I'm going to have to go fast. Anyway, so I'm going to explain it as best as I can why I think this is wrong thinking. The whole idea about you can always go back home. So you see, it's not like we passing through here somewhere like immigrants and they're just like we stop by and just gonna we're not a circus or something, right? Like, just moving on. Like if you live in any country for more than 5 years, what was before the previous place, it's no more home. Okay, you can call it home, whatever your emotional attachment is, but living in a foreign country for 5 years is basically enough time to remove all the connections from the previous life and previous place, right? And I'll explain it to you. Imagine you are a Brit living in, I don't know, Canada or America. After 5, 10 or even more years, and I've been here for 15 plus years, you are losing basically social connections, job market's changed, some of your skills are not transferable, you losing bond with the place and the people there, right? This is a mistake I often see immigrants make when they fantasize about their previous lives, right? So they, for example, Poles living in the UK, quite often you hear them saying, oh, Poland was amazing, and they just go back into the past in their minds. And they have this, the grass is greener on the other side, the very distorted picture of past, how great it was, all the good memories, right? And the problem with this is we remember ourselves from 5 years ago, or 10 years or 20 years, whatever, however long time ago it was. We remember that period of time, but it's gone. If you move back now to Poland 5 years later or 10 years later, you will find out that all your friends, they all have their own lives, families, businesses, jobs. It's not like it used to be. We used to hang around, go for drinks or whatever, right? And people don't think to understand this. It's like you go back Poland and you think you're going to just call your friends in the middle of the week and you're going to just have a great time. But no, you are off. You're on holiday. They all have to go to work. They all have their lives, right? Responsibilities. And people often forget it. So it's the same thing about moving back to Poland, right? Once you're not there, or any other country as an immigrant, once you're not there for more than 5 years, you have more in common, or at least in theory, but even like legal ways, with the place you're actually currently staying, right? It's different system, different culture, everything is different. It's if you go back after minimum 5 years, that's my kind of number. I would imagine 5 years, but again, I'm 15 plus and there are people living longer. It's basically like starting from scratch. So it's not going back. It's not like, oh, you at least can go back home. It's no different to any British person moving on to any English-speaking country and starting from scratch. That's basically all the same. It's like, imagine yourself now packing your stuff as you are. Obviously, you can't take everything, right? So you take all the stuff you can take with, pack yourself, and good luck. And you go to, I don't know, Australia or Canada. You would have to start from the bottom up. You would have to make new connections. You would have to get to feeling of the job market, get a feeling about the society, a culture, all of it, because things are new for you. So for any immigrant like myself, who's been here for more than 5 years, moving back to any country we're from, it's starting from scratch. The only thing which would give us the advantage is the language, right? So we wouldn't have to relearn the language. But often for many Polish people staying here in the UK for very long, they even tend to forget some language because we don't use it I don't use much Polish because I don't have many Poles around me, right? So it's important to understand we are not sort of. If you think it's easy to think in your head that there's a disadvantage between you and immigrant because an immigrant has got this position where he can always back himself. I can't. We have families here, we have friends, we have jobs, we have commitments, mortgages, all of these things. You can't just leave it, go elsewhere and start like, boom, that's it. Oh, hi, I'm back. It's Alex. Remember me? It's like, that doesn't work this way. You're going to have to pre-plan and basically move yourself to a place where it's all fresh, new for you. So if you're an immigrant, you know this because you feel it whenever you go back to your country, home country. We still call it home country, right? Because that's where you were born, country you're born. But in here it's different. Like I'll give you an example. Like I don't go much to Poland because I like for very those reasons, right? And I don't have much family left in Poland, so there's nothing really for me there. But when I do go to Poland, it doesn't feel home for me. Okay, it's nice. I have memories from when I was younger. Great time when I was young. Poland was amazing. It's still a beautiful country. Polish people are great. But because I've been here so long, going back is not a natural place for it. It's like I feel like I'm on holiday. It's like you go to Spain or anywhere. That is exactly the way of how I feel going to Poland. And that's how immigrants feel going back to their home countries when they've been long enough living in a foreign country. And then when I go back home, England, and that feeling, many of you guys can relate to it. When your plane is landing in the UK, in London, or wherever, you have like the feeling of being back home. So for you natives, you have this feeling when you go for holiday, even within the UK, for a week or two, and then you go back home, you open the door, you get in, and you make yourself a tea or whatever. That's the feeling. The immigrants who's been living outside of their country where they're born for more than 5 years, they have the feeling when they come back to England. Obviously, I'm not talking about the people who are like reluctant to integrate and they just decided not to do for whatever the reasons, or they're here for no reason, whatever, right? I'm talking about people like myself who are openly saying, look, I've assimilated to my best abilities. I keep assimilating because it's a never-ending job. And I feel home. I speak English, I think English, I dream in English, I read English books. It's it that England became my home. I wasn't planning for it exactly, to be fair. I came here initially for like 6 to 12 months to pay back my debts from Poland because my first business failed. It was very successful and then it was too successful and it failed. So I had to come here, I also had planned, I'm going to stay here for 12 months, make some money and then go back home to Poland. And that was over 15 years ago, right? So thinking that you are in a worse place because you can't go as easily as an immigrant back to your home, quote, it's a mistake. It's a misunderstanding. And for all of you who still think it's easier you can literally pack yourself as an English today and go to Poland tomorrow and start your life. And you're going to be slightly less, you're going to have small disadvantage because of the language, but Polish population is very good with English. I think about 49% of Poles speak fairly fluent English. I mean, it's good enough for you to communicate and go around. Much better than English-speaking Polish, right? So if you really feel like this way, I can guarantee you can pack yourself just now after watching this video, get your stuff, get on a plane, fly to Poland, and you figure out. And you can stay there for as long as you want. I don't know what's the legal requirements, visa requirements, but it's easy for you to obtain if you're in English. If you make money, a pension, whatever, in England, and you want to go there, that's it. It's so easy. Trust me, it's as easy as for me. The only difference is going to be like you're going to have to apply for documents. So same as I had to apply for my indefinite stay visa and all these documentations here in the UK, right? So you have to do it. But apart from that, you can go there today. And you can you have much more advantage, much easier for you to move over to countries like America or Canada or English-speaking countries because it's a British Commonwealth, not America, right? So don't think this way. Don't put yourself in a position first like we have something easier, because we don't. Anyone been living in your country, whatever country it is, in my case in England, for more than 5 years, you're basically losing all the previous connections. All that life has been just put back in the past. It's just something you can remember, but there's no more going back. You can't just put a switch on and off. You can't just go back and say, ta-da, hey guys, I'm back. Like, that doesn't work this way. It's no different to you going to another country and starting from scratch. So yeah, think about this. I hope this clarifies for some of you guys thinking this is just unfair advantage or something like this. It's not. It's like we here all in this together. I mean it. Like if I have to move from this country because I don't know, the government changes and they just decide to kick me out, I'll respect that, right? I'll have to if it's a legal requirement. If every single native going to tell me to go away, okay, yeah, I'll get a message and I'm gonna figure out what to do next. But I'm gonna have to start from scratch somewhere else. So I'm going to use of course I've got my experience, connections elsewhere, all different countries because of the business, whatever. But moving to a new country will be a completely new start for me and my family. Okay, so I want you to know this. We're all in here together. I'm not here because I have my secret plan to move out when things go bad. If things go really bad, then I'm with you and I'm going to have to figure out where to go next. Same as you will have to figure out yourself. That's it. There's no other reason. And I wouldn't probably move to Poland anyway for many, many various reasons. I've actually recorded a video about this, why I think moving back to Poland would not be a good idea. And moving to Poland overall is not a good idea right now. You can watch that video. It's from a couple of weeks ago. I think it's called Where Would I Move If I Had to Start Over in 2025 and Why Moving to Poland is Not a Good Idea. Watch it if you haven't watched it and let me know what you think. So yeah, I keep this video short. Yeah. The baby's still sleeping, that's great. I'm going to have a time maybe for coffee. Let me know what you think. I hope it clarifies a little bit the position of where I am as an immigrant with your country, UK, which I call my country now because of my home. If you don't like it, sorry. If there's one particular person coming back, you know who I'm talking about, and you're going to give me all that, again, negativity and the toxicity, that's fine. Do that by all means, but I don't care. I'm wishing you an amazing day. It's Friday today. The weather is great. Everything's great. I hope you're going to have a great weekend, have some rest, and let's get ready for the next week. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm sure something amazing, right? Anyways, have a lovely day. I'll see you soon. Cheers.